let's go ahead and continue some Super Mario Sunshine Arcade, shall we? I really enjoyed this ROM hack when we played it on Thursday, so let's go ahead and finish it up tonight. There's only about, what was it, 16 more shines? 32, 40, yeah, 16 more. So 16 more levels, and then we'll be done. It's not really that long, to be honest, but it needed to be broken up into 2 sessions. I thought we could beat this in 1 day, but yeah, that didn't happen. So let's go ahead and continue here in Peanut Park. So this is interesting looking so far. Oh, that's a trampoline. Could have fooled me. Please don't be a chuckster. I would not be surprised. If you dive just before you bounce, you will gain a lot of speed. Oh, okay, so if I do this, that's what they mean. I mean, this is a mechanic in Sunshine, so it's not really something I learned, but how is he on a trampoline? Excuse me. I want to know how that's possible. Oh, is the shine on the trampoline? Hang on, something's wrong here. There you go. No, it's not. I thought it was. I do see this thing above me, which means this is where I gotta go for the blue coin. I'm gonna get up there, that was the question. That was almost it. Oh, I'm in between them, aren't I? Surprisingly not. Alright, now let me just turn and get zapped, because that's what you want to do. So see, this is awkward because I need to get over to that block and do a wall jump. So trying to figure out how to do that exactly while maintaining this height, that's easier said than done. Because the best way to get height off a trampoline is do what I'm doing and just ground pound it. And I have no idea what I'm doing here apparently. How the heck do I get to that? Seriously, I'm like right here. That's the only thing I can think of, so let me try that. Gotta get a little closer. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I gotta do a dive to that and then wall jump. Although I bonked on it, which I'm very surprised. Yeah, like that. I'm doing it right, but I'm hitting it, so what's going on? I'm just surprised that I'm just making this, not dying. Alright, I gotta get back up there again. This is hard. I just want to wall jump off that. I'm so close, yet so far. Oh, there we go. There we go. I gotta pull back so I can maintain my speed getting there, and then I gotta lose it immediately. I really wish I can kill these guys, though. Because this stupid electrical turtle is not helping. He's right in my way. There we go. Okay. I got it now. I know what I need to do. Just gotta be mindful of this idiot and try again. I pulled back. Why didn't that work? Already getting stumped on the first level here of the stream only because I can't get a blue coin. The level itself was easy enough. There. Oh, why? I pressed A. There. Finally. Got the coin. Let's get out of here. Man, what a first level. Oh, what the heck? Okay, wasn't expecting torpedo, dude. Also, these colored platforms are interesting looking. They look like giant Tetris pieces. Oh, I can't jump up there. I look close enough. There you go. So I wish I could have done that in the trampoline section, but I don't think there's any real easy way to do that. So it might as well just not have been possible. Okay, so gotta be careful here because the Yoshis will kind of push me out of the way a bit. How'd he get his shell back? He threw it on the floor. That didn't make any sense. Before we go on, let me make sure. Is there any blue coin sections here? Or that shell could be having a hard time. And it just zips up to him. That's very weird. Okay, I see what they want me to do. Not that. They want me to try to get over to the shine without getting hit by missiles. Kind of reminds me of a Mario Party minigame. Although, I'm thinking the other way around. There's a Mario Party minigame we need to shoot bullet bills on the wall to actually make it to the goal. This is the exact opposite. The bullet bills are here to stop you. Wonder what would happen if I bring a Yoshi into this section and put it on the empty slot. Because that empty slot normally would bring you to a bonus. Whoa, wait a minute. I seen that. Let me go back down. Yeah, there you go. Blue coin get. Now if I can just do a backflip, there we go. Alright, you can just wait there. I can get hit because that makes sense. I can just get a ding in my ear. Let me check that here in a second. Let me actually get back up here and I'm gonna check. Oh, okay. It's my guest for the night. I'll make sure they're prepared before I actually start a call. So it'll give me a chance to continue doing this. Wow, okay, that ending was easier than I thought. I thought the flying guys would be in my way, attack me and push me off, but really weren't in my way at all. I could just jump over them. Okay, this is good. So I'm going to just initiate a call here, and we're going to have some co-coms.
Hi, Lester.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Doing good.
In Piana Park.
Yeah, Peanut Park.
Yeah, Piana Park. I always called it Pianta Park. I shouldn't know
mean, there's
better.
plenty of Piantas here, so you're not wrong.
Now, this isn't just like... I know we spent a whole stream with this game. You don't actually do any of the normal shines in the game, do you?
None of the normal shines
You're all
are in
just
here anymore, so yeah, you just do all the new stuff. Okay, this game is
Okay.
really wonky. There we go. It's fun when I can see the zapping. Oh, this is not a good situation. I'm just gonna... Or not, I was trying to damage out my way. There we go. Okay, now they're all dead.
Now they're all dead. Now they're all dead.
Hey, Super Spyro, how you doing? There's Smash
Hey,
Ultimate
Super
demos
Spyro.
in shopping centers? I didn't even know that. Because I don't follow that kind of stuff, so I didn't even know.
What's this?
Nope. Missed.
That's the thing. It's just like they're like what? They're limited to certain shops.
I know when they were doing the Best Buy thing, it was like, what, 8 stores in the whole country? Or something limited like that. It's one of those things you gotta be really fortunate to be close enough to.
Yeah.
The closest one I usually have is like 4 hours away or something like that. That's why I never try any of those things. It's not worth the drive. It's like a full day just to try it out and come home.
Yeah, it's like a long area. You know, a couple
Yeah.
areas and then do it.
At times, I feel like Nintendo just forgets that internet exists for demos and special events. Things like this I can understand because it's promotional tools, but for the things like Pokemon is like really annoying me, like Mystery Gift.
Bless you.
And bless you. And bless you again. Allergic to mazes.
Pokemon comes out next week. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, Pokemon
No,
Spyro within like the like a 2-day gap or 3-day gap.
It's gonna be a
Sorry.
good week next week. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, hey. Corey's on the chat. Cool. But yeah, just
How do we get out of here? Yeah, that's a good question.
What are you gonna say?
Oh, hi.
forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Nah, it's alright. Sorry about that.
I hate whenever I just have a thought and it just leaves my mind.
You lost your mind too?
Rest
I
in peace,
did.
mind.
My mind is lost completely.
Okay, you can kind of tell he had to slap this together in a weird
Oh,
way
thank
because I
you.
can see the seams in a lot of places. To be fair, this is a fan mod. It's not actually an officially supported product, so I can give it some slack.
Who is your favorite character to play as in Hyrule Warriors, Lester?
I usually stuck with Link, but he's always a playable character in a lot of the missions, so that's kind of why. He's definitely the highest level character I have.
Okay.
It's like somewhere in the 50s, I think.
I've been trying to alternate who I play as mostly in this game. I mean, luckily, you could just swap between characters in this version. I don't
Yeah,
think-
that's what I really liked about this version, because that's the one problem going back to the Wii U one. Just not being able to swap characters in missions, it really does limit it now. Like, it was really cool when they added that feature for the 3DS version. And that was the one thing I always hoped they would have patched to the Wii U version to get, and they never did. So,
Well, yeah,
at least we
'cause
have it for the
because-
Switch version.
That's the thing, and honestly, it pissed me off. If there's anything that I wish Nintendo did, is like when the Wii U was beginning to become, you know, a lost cause at that point. They just flat out gave up on games that were released on it.
Yeah,
They
pretty
didn't
much.
update it. Nothing. So it's just like, you know, games like Pokken Tournament are one example of it that needed, you know, be updated regularly. They just, you know,
Yeah, and it
If
wasn't
you-
just DLC, like proper updates just never really came to some games.
yeah.
And they need them. Like, Pokken actually had a lot of balancing, I believe, and it never came to the console version until Switch. So that was pretty stupid.
That's what I'm saying. Especially like Hyrule Warriors, which, you know, needed the updates for. I mean, yeah, you got all the extra characters in from the 3DS version over to the Wii U version if you know, transfer your data and whatnot.
That was it.
But like some of the features, like the swapping characters thing, that the Wii U could have really benefited from, it didn't happen. So it's just like, I'm glad the Switch version exists. I know a lot of people don't like ports, but honestly, I feel like this version of Hyrule Warriors is kind of like.
Okay,
was
I don't think he really tried this blue coin. It's literally in the first area of the level. Just jump and grab. Easy said than done, but it's right here.
Like this version of Hyrule Warriors it was very necessary in
Yeah.
a way.
Well, it's more or less because the Wii U version didn't have any kind of updates to it at all. And then the 3DS version, it was just a technical mess. It barely works. Oh, I forgot you can clip through boats in Sunshine. Boats are stupid.
Boats are dumb.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't that big of a deal in normal Sunshine because if you fall on a boat for that red coin mission, you just fall in water. And you just try again. Here, it's a bottomless pit below you, so you better get a good jump.
Do you beat Beamos in Ocarina of Time with bows or bombs?
Yeah, bombs. I don't know how it works in Hyrule. I think you can
It
shoot
was
them with
bombs.
an arrow to stun them, but you kill them with bombs.
You kill them with bombs in Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah. I was just a little too far away to do a spin jump. Dive over. That's bad. Oh, good. Flood. I need that.
That is one game I am glad that you actually sat down and did on stream, was that game with Higher Wars, because I know you didn't actually get to play it.
Yeah, because I did play a decent amount of it on Wii U, but I never really finished it. And then 3DS barely touched because it was just kind of a pain, honestly, to play through in some areas.
Like, I'm glad I still have the 3DS version, because I like collecting this game because this is such a great game. But, you know, I do agree with you. It's just like, I'm gonna play this version from now on.
It's like there was no real reason now to go and play 3DS.
But when you really think about it, Koei Tecmo has always done this with their Warriors game. What was that on the PS2 especially? The PS2 version had like, what, 3 versions of the same game?
Yeah.
Come out, Amber?
Something like that,
Like, I remember, like, Dynasty Warriors, what, 3? Had like 2 or 3 versions of the same game
yeah.
on the PS2, so it's like, I'm kind of like, it's not...
It was like Capcom in a way. They must have 6 versions of the same game on one system.
Thank you, Super Spyro, for telling me, bless you, on sneezing. I appreciate it. Uh-oh, is that a Chuckster?
Is this another, like, coin mission where if I don't have enough, I die? Behold my riches. These yellow coins are but some of my wealth. However, they are mine and mine alone. So don't take any of my yellow coins. Other than that, do as you wish. It does not concern me. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it, huh? What are you gonna do? Murder me? I saw that. Trying to take my yellow coins? We'll see about that. Be gone! Okay, he does murder you. That's a little extreme.
Wow, dude.
Hey, you took my penny. You must die. So is he part of the 1% or like the 1% who has money and murders? Doesn't seem that bad until you get to the sand blocks. Cause that's bad. I was saying blue coins though, so I'm good.
He said blue, yellow coins, not blue coins.
Yeah.
He's
No,
fine
I'm
with-
hunting for the blue still.
What do the blue coins do in this game?
Literally nothing. They're just here because they make you feel good. It's collectible. 1 per level. I might have to kill you, I think? Yeah, had a feeling. Oh, that's awkward though. He spawns yellow coins still, so I have to wait for those to disappear before I can grab the blue. Good thing I was paying attention, otherwise that would have been a big problem. I mean, it really wasn't that hard because they were spaced out enough. If there was like a coin on every step you had to take, I would hate everything in that mission. Oh god, no, not the disappearing blocks from the secret. And they go so quick, look at that. It's like a 3-second gap between when they're here, gone, and come back.
Oh, this reminds me of the darker side of the moon.
Oh, already failing. Yeah,
you
this
know
kind of
which one
does
I'm
remind me of
talking
that too.
The one where you have to roll really fast. You had to be Sonic in that level.
Yeah, the one that gives your hands carpal tunnel after all the shaking you have to do with your controller.
Yeah. Freaking hate. Though I will tell you though, I was happy whenever I finally beat it.
Alright, there we go. I just have to do spins. Oh, now I gotta wall jump up this mess. Well, I better get moving. Eventually. Thank you. I thought the level's just gonna give up. So yeah, we're not putting these back. Oh wow, that's a jerkish move. Putting this guy up here so he can murder you as soon as you climb. Jerks. And I also love it when your button input is dropped, so you just immediately walk off the edge and die. That's fun. I noticed that the most, I think, with this 3D Mario game compared to all the others. I don't know why, but it just feels like sometimes you press the button and nothing happens.
I don't know. Yeah, I noticed that too. A little weird.
I know it's not the frame rate thing, because this game and Mario 64 both run the same frame rate, and I don't have that issue in that game. Once in a while, but not as much as this one. Although I'll try to run this game at 60, and I'm pretty sure all your inputs will be dropped more often. This game is definitely not designed for that in mind, so the mod doesn't really help. Worf. Well, at least I got the coin. Now time to take a drink. I also love when your spins don't work too, which happens half the time you try to do a spin jump, or at least in the air.
Spin jump don't work.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize the block was disappearing until it went. Oh, yep, I knew that was gonna happen eventually. This guy's in the worst spot. You climb all the way up there, and it's like, alright, now time to murder you and push you back down. Almost did.
Ah! The Hyrulean forces have been defeated. Crap.
Okay, good. I'm glad I know how to do long jumps in this game in a way. That's a lifesaver.
Well, the dive?
Yeah, well, doing a dive out of a higher jump like a spin jump. Because you keep your vertical height, but you also get all that horizontal distance. That's pretty much your long jump in this game. Because, you know, for some reason, they decided to remove it for this one, and I'm kind of surprised. Wait a minute. The cops are after me. What, did my parole expire or something?
Cops are after you.
Don't get close to them, or they will catch you. Good, what are they gonna do, write me up?
What'd you do now, Mario?
That's a great question.
Man, Mario, if you stopped polluting the whole entire Isle Delfino, you wouldn't have been in this issue, now would you?
Stop spreading inky goop. Ow! The 1 pixel gap. I fell through and bonked and died. Well, at least the interesting thing for this mission is the police and Delfino actually are doing their job for once. Because they don't actually do anything in the game. They just stand there and let Mario do all the work.
Like, hey, you're supposed to be doing, you know, cleaning up the island and whatnot. You're supposed to get the giant sprite.
It's your job. Oh, that caught me. Busted.
Busted!
Justers. I like the motion though, because I only got to see him just throw his hands because he didn't grab Mario. So it looked like he just Hadoukened Mario off the pit. That was pretty good. Also, thanks for the host, Allison. How you doing? No, smooth.
Oh my gosh.
Man, the police really do take their job serious in this one.
Like, yeah, seriously. They actually do
Bullshit.
something.
They actually kill Mario in this one.
Mario, the cops are after you.
Yeah, there might be a way to actually kind of abuse that. I'm gonna see that here in a second with this one. Yeah, you can save yourself.
Oh, God.
You can save yourself from it. Just mash Y. I was trying to see if you can actually use that to your advantage and get a lot of distance with it. I don't think it's worth doing, so I'm not doing it.
No.
It could be possible, but you gotta get a really good angle. Wait, what's up, Mario? Just long jump in front of me? Nah, don't worry about it. Oh, that was close. Okay. Well, I can see the blue coin there in front of like 5 cops. So that's gonna be fun. How'd he see me? I don't know how he saw me. I was behind him. He's like, I sense Mario behind me.
Did you watch that, the Microsoft thingy today?
Nah, I've heard some things about it. Really, the only noteworthy thing is apparently a Kingdom Hearts trailer, which I'm not surprised. And then some more games coming to Game Pass, including Ori and the Blind Forest and its sequel, which is cool.
Oh. That's cool.
You can get Game Pass right now for like $1 from what I've seen, and that's amazing. That's an amazing price for it.
Game Pass is pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any use for it because a lot of the games that I would be interested in playing on there, I already have in some way. Oh, come on. I seen him pulsate around the block.
Oh.
Oh, no. No matter what I do, I'm dead in that circumstance. Again, he barely see me, but he did turn. And that turn, I was kind of fearing the worst.
The caption said, "Not cool, Galeem." You made Isabel cry. You a monster.
You don't say.
No, Isabel's kind of one of those characters that's just like, don't you hurt her. Apparently they were showing off the game on Treehouse, and somebody was playing as Busted.
Really? You must have heard the ground pound. They have ears, too.
But somebody was playing as Daisy, and they were fighting Isabel. They used Daisy's Final Smash, and it was the same as Peach. So Isabel fell asleep, and you know Isabel's cute when she's sleeping. And someone came over did a forward smash with Daisy and pulled out a golf club and smacked her. And everybody's just like, "I hate you so much right now, Daisy. You are the worst person in the world right now."
Okay then.
Yeah, try to bust me in the air. I think that's gonna be my strategy. Their hearing and their vision are actually much better than I expected. I landed on his foot.
Whoa!
This is actually a real rough one because of the placement of these dudes. They're actual competent guards. Normally in a game, when you have guard sections, they're some of the easiest in the game because guards suck. Except these ones, because these guys actually can do their job. But I do just love jumping past the guard and they still look at Mario. It's like, hey, nice day, how's it going? Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Isn't that the guy on the FBI most wanted list?
No.
Of course, he murdered all those Goombas. My gosh, how did you jump so high?
Because those are trampolines.
Oh.
Okay, this one I could probably save. No! I was hoping I wouldn't have been close enough so I can land on the platform.
Oops.
Oh, good, good.
Lester's gonna keep dying to the freaking Chucksters.
Yeah, either that or stupid mistakes. Whichever one comes first.
Murder!
I see stupid mistakes come first. Well, there was only like 16 levels left in the game at the start of the stream. I'm just kind of prolonging it. That way we can meet the quota. It's just filler. The deaths are all filler. You're welcome. See? That's just filler. Totally intentional. I will say this loads quick, but I'm also not surprised since it has to play off a hard drive.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how you play this, you're going to be playing it off of some kind of media like that. You're not playing it off a disc.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably try. It's just probably run like crap, or maybe not run at all. We're off just using hacks and just playing off the hard drive. I prefer Nintendo. Was that Mario on my head? I don't know. Ignore that.
Doing.
That was actually pretty good. So now I know I can bounce off their heads and I can be safe from that. Oh, I missed his head. And that was what I was going for. Because now I know it works. I'm going to try it. I'll actually be safe.
The Chuckster.
Again.
Oh, why did I not stop? When I was holding back. And I was doing the spin to get out of it. Weird.
Don't get too close to them, otherwise you'll get chopped.
There we go. Okay, now I just gotta grab that blue coin and then the shine. Easier said than done, but we're gonna try it. I almost had it. Wait a minute. Maybe I can salvage. Nope, I can't. Never mind. Well, at least I got the coin, so that's saved.
Yeah. Don't touch his coins, remember?
Yeah, he'd come back. You see all that money? Arrest him. He stole it.
God's arrest that man. He stole my money.
Write them up. They're T-posing in the street.
I love that tweet you made.
Yeah. So the reference that I was playing Spider-Man on PS4 earlier, and I ran into some funny things. I was doing one of the optional missions, and I was using my camera to look around, and I saw in the very far distance, these guys were just standing in the middle of the street, T-posing, and the police were behind them writing them up. Like, okay, I don't think that's supposed to be happening. They were off-screen far enough away so the game didn't load up what they were doing. Because they were, when I got closer, they were just there with their hands behind their back, you know, like a normal arrest. But from the distance, T-post.
That game has a lot of funny graphical problems.
Yeah, it does. Oh, okay. I see what happened. Your partner threw me to his friend. Busted. Oh, you're double busted. And I will say though, going back to Spider-Man, I did unlock one of my favorite new costumes. The skeleton head costume. It's freaky and I love it. That's why I posted that one picture earlier of riding on the sub, because on the subway train you get some of the best reactions. Because it's all the same thing per costume, but I think it just has more value when you have a skull for a head.
Skeletor. I can't see myself.
Oh,
Yeah,
barely.
It's just I have a hard time seeing it on my screen anymore. I can see what you were talking about it before, remember? I don't know, all these new games nowadays are just like, oh, by the way, we're gonna make our text like super freaking small.
Yeah, they don't really scale well for TVs.
You have to have a huge TV in order to be able to read this
Oh,
stuff.
even then, sometimes it'll depend, because some bigger TVs don't really help much. If a game's text is like the size of an ant font.
We probably need to get you a new TV anyway.
Yeah.
Don't worry, just get yourself an 80-inch. You never have that problem ever again. You might also need a new wall. I mean, I'm okay still using a 42 in this room. It's small enough for a 42 to be the perfect size. It's almost like a movie theater screen from a distance. But it's still weird with some games because it's, I swear, some games have really tiny font. No matter what size screen you use, the font's too small, it doesn't really help.
Okay.
Have you tried playing Hyrule Warriors in handheld and seen the text a little bit easier to read there?
I haven't tried it yet. I need
Because
to.
from my experience, I didn't really find that help much. I found it still be a little too small in some areas.
Eh. I like the game, it's just like, sometimes I want to read what in the hell is going on the screen.
Yeah, that's the only problem. Ah! I don't know why though, it may just be me, but every time I keep on playing Splatoon 2 and I read the text, I keep on thinking it's sharper each time I play. I keep on looking at the text like, oh man, this is very well defined, I can read this perfectly. Maybe because of how much I played in Splatoon 1 and it's blurry compared to the Splatoon 2, but that's only because of a res difference. Like Splatoon 2 is just a higher res game in general. Nice. Oh, speaking of that system, did you see the Joy-Con bundle they're doing for Super Mario Party? Like the colors they have?
No! What, they're doing a bundle for...
Yeah, it's
Mario
$100
Party?
and you get the game and a set of Joy-Cons, which is actually a really good price. I just
That's a good
don't
price,
like
yeah.
the colors they chose.
I wish...
It's like this like lime green and yellow.
Ugh.
Yeah. The yellow reminds me of the ARMS color, and the green reminds me of like the Splatoon 2. I don't mind the green as much, but the yellow, no thank you. I'd rather have the ARMS yellow. It looked like a banana. Ah.
What do you think, since, you know, Springman is an assist trophy in Smash. Obviously, they're probably not going to put an ARMS character in Smash. For
Yeah,
DLC.
probably not. Especially since that's the most recognizable one from the game. Although they do
Besides-
have that, Ribbon Girl, that was her name. They have Ribbon Girl as a costume. Which I was kind of surprised they got both a trophy and a costume.
Yeah. Who do you think they're going to put in a DLC yourself? Who do you think in this DLC?
That's what I'm trying to think now, because I'm trying to think of what other Nintendo-based characters that haven't been added to the game that they could add at this point. That haven't been already shown off in some way or form, like a trophy spirit or a costume. It's hard. Because pretty much most of the series, like any series that Nintendo owns, is now represented in Smash.
Do you think a series, like a spirit, deconfirms a character?
Oh boy. It's hard to say. In a lot of ways it could. But to be fair, a lot of the spirits they choose are characters that they already knew would never make it in.
Yeah.
So I don't think it really deconfirms it in a way. In a sense, it's more or less just a leftover slot. Like, we can't fit these guys in any other way, so this is how we do it.
Yeah.
I mean, they already put a lot of their bigger named characters in some other ways. You know, like the costume or the assist trophy that makes them somewhat playable. Or playing in some way in the game, if that makes sense. Instead of just, hey, here's the image. Good enough.
I don't know.
I wonder if Rayman's gonna somewhere show back up again, because he had that random trophy in Smash 4.
I was thinking about Rayman 2 the other day. I was like, I think he might actually
because that's a
have
good game.
But
which version were you thinking of? Oh, what the heck? I fell through the block. It still had enough sand. I don't know how I fell through it. I mean, if we want to go in the speculation category here, the only character I can think of so far that they could easily probably add in, it's more or less because of what happened in the previous game, is maybe Rayman. We haven't seen him anywhere yet, and if they decide, oh yeah, here, have the character again, like last time, Ubisoft would probably just actually give him the character instead of just rights to the character.
Ubisoft's already kind of like already on board with the game because they put Rabbit Peach in the spirit.
Yeah.
So
I can see that happening a little bit more for that reason. There's just been a lot more Ubisoft Nintendo partnering up. Meanwhile, in the Wii U days, it's like Ubisoft and Wii U, huh? That didn't exist.
No. I mean,
there's only a handful of titles.
To be fair, they tried. They tried.
That's better than companies like EA, which dipped out immediately.
I can't really blame Ubisoft now. Now, I look at it at the time, but I look back at it, I'm just like, you know, at least they had better, you know, support than like other freaking companies did.
There's a lot of like.
Oh my god!
Support.
You almost saved it.
That's the problem. I need something to stop me because I need 2 bounces before I can move my own. And I have a problem with that when there's no walls to stop me. I mean, outside of Steep, Nintendo and Ubisoft have been pretty good about games in general. The Steep thing was a whole Ubisoft issue in general. They just kind of pulled the plug and didn't tell anyone.
Yeah, freaking deconfirming it by a tweet. I'm like, oh my gosh,
Not
really?
just a tweet, but a reply that no one else was able to really see at first. People had to hunt for that. Although, I think like the past couple of weeks in a way, Nintendo has been, like quietly in a weird way, been trying to push out messages to kind of stop people from demanding literally everything in existence with games and the Switch in general. Between Sakurai having to come out with those 2 English tweets, mind you, about the Smash DLC, pretty much in a way saying to people, please don't like demand requests and stuff like that. And then Nintendo also coming out saying don't expect every game to be released on the Switch.
Wait, when did they say that?
They said that only a few days ago. There was a high-up Nintendo rep that said, like, there's a lot of games coming to the Switch, but don't expect every major release to come to the platform.
Yeah.
Like, in a way, I think they've been silently trying to find ways to tell the public, just stop with the demands of everything in existence coming to the system, and everyone in existence coming to Smash.
Flat out ungrateful.
Yeah, there's been a lot of hate. Like, if you look at like the Japanese replies, for example, to Sakurai's tweet about the Smash DLC, most of it's positivity. Meanwhile, you look at the English replies, and it's cancer. Pure
Of course
cancer. Like, there's so much negativity in a lot of areas. So that's, I think, kind of why they've been coming out with these kind of statements, because they're just trying to calm down the fan base. Because right now, the fan base is really rabid. And I've been saying that since day one about the Switch. Like, not every game in existence needs to come to the platform. But everyone's like, nah, it has to. Like, no, it doesn't. That's not how the industry works.
Like, I understand. People want all the, Switch is your preferred platform. I understand. I understand that not everybody can have freaking two or three consoles. I understand that. But there's just some games that the Switch can't run. There's some games that don't fit on the Switch.
And there's some games that just will never get the rights, too. Because some people are expecting all these, like, ports of older games as well. Like, how? That's not easy for the company to get the rights to that. Some games they just don't have rights to anymore, so they just stay on the platform. I guess I can't kill this guy. Alright. I don't know, that just always baffled me. Oh, I thought I saw a floor there and I just walked right off. Smooth.
Would go, Lester.
It always bummed me from day one saying, oh, this game needs to be here, this game needs to be ported. Like, no, not really. It's up to the devs, and it's up to the company who owns the platform if they want to do that or not. And a lot of the games, I personally think, can just stay on their systems. They don't need to be ported, because some of them just have a niche audience, so that's the problem, which is why a lot of them don't get ported. Like, I hate to say it, but like Xenoblade X is one of those examples. I can see why people like the port. It'd be nice if it happened. Unfortunately, that has a niche audience. It won't sell, I think, enough units to justify the port right away. So, it's like a business thing at that point, too.
My honest opinion, I think if there's another Wii U port, I think Xenoblade X is probably the next one.
Yeah.
But
I think either that or maybe 3D World, because I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo decided, hey, let's just port this too.
I hope not, because honestly, I'd rather it stay on Wii U myself.
I mean, I would hope so too, but after Captain Toad, that pretty much tells me they don't... Captain Toad knew Mario U. They just don't care. They'll port wherever they feel like, because they can do it. Especially because early on in the Switch lifespan, I think Miyamoto himself, he came out saying, yeah, we're not going to really port any, like, major 3D Mario games, and then they port 2 of them. So, yeah, take that with a grain of salt.
A lot of people are just like, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but Miyamoto's like had no influence on a lot of things lately.
Yeah,
I think he's
kind of
more or
taking a
less.
backseat.
I think he's become more of an advisor for people more than anything. It's not so much he's doing the games anymore.
I think the biggest part he had in a game as of late was some of the Odyssey development, but even then, he still did a lot for it, but not as much as other games.
That was mostly Koizumi, though.
Yeah. Like, he had some say in it compared to other games, but even then, like you said, it was more or less Kasumi and not him.
I mean, Koizumi's kind of like the face of the Switch development right now, because I think he helped design the technology and most of the stuff in it, so...
Man, it wouldn't be surprising. If he's the one that's, like, really developing a lot of stuff, but he also helped on the hardware, that makes a lot of sense. He knows what to do with it.
Yeah. I like
Miyamoto kind of tried that with the Wii U.
He reminds me of Miyamoto a lot, so...
Yeah. Like, Miyamoto tried to do that kind of mindset with the Wii U, but that fell flat in a lot of cases. Like, I think Nintendo kind of learned that after Star Fox, because he developed the game all around the Wii U in mind, but then a lot of people complained about it, because it just didn't work for them. The control scheme was too much. So they kind of figured, alright, maybe we shouldn't have that kind of approach.
I still like Star Fox, though.
I mean, I agree. It's fine. I played a lot of other different games with Gyro, and I think Star Fox does a good enough job with it, so... A lot of people just like to complain about it for the sake of complaining.
Did you see my tweet about that earlier? Did you see my tweet that said, what game will you defend no matter how many people are against you? I said Star Fox Zero is that one game for me. Yeah, I like Star Fox Zero a lot myself. I think it's one of my favorite Star Fox games, to be perfectly honest, but, you know, it is what it is. I understand why people are upset with it, and I understand why people, like, you know, don't like it.
Serena Peach is the final world. Okay, welcome to hell from the looks of things. They have the death spikes. Oh boy. Also, this music does not meet this atmosphere. Oh, nice relaxing beach theme. Too bad it's in a stormy weather outlook.
Like, I just, like, I thought it was fine because I like gyro aiming myself. But, you know, I do think that if the game got re-released on Switch or something like that without all that stuff, it would have been a lot more well received. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Wow, that was quick. Now, I think the biggest thing is if that game did ever get ported, I don't think it will because of how it's sold originally. That probably won't justify a port, unfortunately. But I think that if they did, they would change up the controls to be gyro and then also stick controls. Give you an option. I mean, Miyamoto's design of, okay, let me just have the stick be everything else with the game did not work at all. Like, I like the controls in the game, but I think having the stick be your turning for the R-Wing's direction and then, you know, barrels and such, that was kind of jank. It did not really work that well. That's like the one major complaint I have about the game. Other than that, it's okay. Because something like that still takes some time, but you get used to it.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a hunch. I didn't even know this would be up here. I was like, maybe they could have hid this blue coin in the tree. I wouldn't do that. It'd be too hard to get to.
Blue coin in the tree.
These platforms, though, look more like actual secret level platforms than other ones. Yeah, I'm here.
There we go. Okay, freaking internet.
I more or less wait for the reply, because after last time, it's like, yeah, I'm here, and you still go, are you here, you're here. I'm just hoping we don't have another I'm silent on your end glitch.
I hope not. I'm sorry about that earlier. It's just freaking internet. I don't know why it keeps hiccuping like it does.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry about that. That's just weird.
It's okay. Times like this, I wish we had better internet than what we do. Excuse me.
Shoot.
God. Freaking sneezing all over the place, man. Sometimes I wonder the NPCs in this game, are they just stupid? Because they just let enemies just hit them.
I would say so. They just stand there and they take damage. They don't care.
Nah, they don't. They're just like, little scary enemy. Oh gosh, he got the moving block. Oh lordy. Oh,
well, that's why I don't know which way it's going because of its slowed down nature. Okay, that wasn't actually that bad. Okay, that's bad though. Put insta death spike area here in the middle, that's fun. Okay, these are actually secret level platforms now. They're like, hey, you know what, we could have designed a new one, but I feel lazy. Just take the secret level and paste. I mean, I'm not going to complain because he had so much unique design. I mean, this is being one of them. Flying boats. Glad to see these return. Alright, good. I at least have F.L.U.D. for this. I can't imagine actually doing this without F.L.U.D. It'd be actually impossible.
Yeah.
Oh! I didn't get the spin out, so that was death. Sometimes I wish you could just use F.L.U.D. multiple times in the air. Because of stuff like that.
Yeah.
I missed the Hat in Time version of this. F.L.U.D. was so broken for that mod in Hat in Time. More or less because this game's designed around it, but Hat in Time was not. So that really broke a lot. Plus you maintain your speed like crazy when you use hover.
Oh, gosh, I heard that.
Yeah, because I have to go crazy. If I don't do that, I'm gonna die. Games like this make me question, should I add a noise gate to the microphone? And I'm like, nah, you gotta get the raw GameCube controller experience.
Yeah, because it goes clink, 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 clink.
Just wait until Smash comes back out, guys. You're gonna hear a lot of GameCube clanking on streams. And I'm not just talking about mine, I'm talking about Twitch in general.
Clank, 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 clank.
Less than a month.
Less than a month. Oh boy. That is kind of sad though that Sakurai had to come out and tell everybody pretty much just to shut up.
Yeah, because that just shows how toxic the fan base was this time. Like 4 had a lot of anticipation, got a little more toxic with the ballot, but it was not nearly as bad as it is this time around.
Yeah.
People are just going crazy this time.
Like, the thing is that irritated me most stuff is just like, the thing that bothered me more than anything is when characters get revealed as assist trophies. And
that's where the toxicity came from this time, because last time it wasn't that bad. But this time people said it was a death sentence.
it's not really, though. That's the thing. It's like, I'm not even like upset that Isaac is an assist trophy. Like, in fact, I'm actually happy because, at least in a sense, I'm not gonna get disappointed big time like I did with Smash 4. Smash 4, like, as much as I like that game, it did disappoint me with a lot of things because, I don't know, it wasn't single player friendly.
Yeah, it had some single player modes, but the majority of them were the same modes we seen in other Smash games. And that was the problem. And the new stuff they had, honestly, wasn't really that good. Like Smash Tour? No. Ugh. That was horrible, actually.
I only played Smash Tour the one video I did, and not only that, trying to unlock Pac-Land. That was it.
Pretty much. You just do it for the achievements for the game, so you can unlock things.
And challenges. Yeah, the challenge is the only time. Even then, I didn't even do the challenge for it yet, because I was just like, yeah, I don't want to play Smash Tour.
Yeah.
I don't like Smash.
Oh, couldn't have respawned like a second earlier.
Like, the thing is, though, the thing that bothered me about it than anything is, like, okay, Isaac wasn't an assist trophy in Smash 4. Alright, well, I was holding out hope that he'd be DLC. Well, unfortunately, he wasn't revealed as DLC. So that means he wasn't in the game whatsoever.
Yeah,
so
and that was weird because his music was still in the game.
Yeah, his music was still in the game.
That's backwards in a way. Like, he was featured in others because of, like, assist trophies, but this time around he wasn't there, but his music was kept. Because they pretty much ported the whole Brawl soundtrack.
Yeah. Which, you know, it's just like... I'm kind of glad in a sense he did get revealed as an assist trophy. As much as, like, I wish he was a real character in the game.
What the heck was that?
At least in a sense he was actually in the game proper this time.
Yeah, pretty much. Rip spin.
Rip spin.
I mean, the name is already holding up for itself. This Smash game is going to definitely be like the ultimate package in terms of fan service. It's going to pretty much have anything you want in some fashion. Whether it be the music representation, the characters and spirits, or the assist trophies, Pokeballs, the characters themselves. It's pretty much the most packed one at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm very certain, I think a lot of other people have said the same and agree at this point, but this is probably the final Smash game Sakurai wants to work on for at least a very long time. Maybe even ever.
And rightfully so. Like, honestly, he should be like, yeah. After the DLC's all done, no more Smash for Sakurai, please.
Yeah.
Just.
Well, after that, hopefully he can work on like another independent game, like how he did with Kid Icarus. He brought that series back in between Brawl and Smash 4. But then as soon as that was done, he pretty much had to go work on the new Smash game, so he couldn't do anything else. And then immediately after that one was done, he pretty much had to start working on the next Smash.
Because Wii U was bad.
Yeah. And the 3DS version was selling, but not enough, from what I've been seeing. Like, it was a good version, but people didn't play it as much because of hand cramping.
Well, not only that, it was a bare-bones Smash Brothers game. I think if there's any, like, worst Smash Brothers game, I'm sorry. I don't like the 3DS version.
It is just, in comparison to all the other ones, it did have a lot of bare-bones content. Although, that's my problem with Smash on Wii U as well, because it was kind of the same experience in a lot of ways. Compared to Brawl and Melee, it did strip down a lot of features.
Oh, at least Wii U had, like, as much as... Wii U had content like, what is it called? The event modes. It had event modes and classic. And I hated the classic mode of that one though.
Yeah,
God.
I was gonna say. Well, classic and both of them I didn't really like because it was just kind of limiting in some ways.
I don't know. I just wish that.
I still enjoy the Wii U version. I probably will still go back and play that one every once in a while, even with the new one being a thing. But it probably won't be as much. It'd be almost like Smash 64 in a way, where you just go back to it rarely. You still go back to it, but not nearly as much as others like Melee or Brawl.
That's
Because of the other modes.
Yeah, Ultimate's gonna fix pretty much everything the Wii U had that was kind of wrong in a way. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna have single player stuff, a lot of single player stuff on the things. And
Oh yeah.
it's gonna be good. And
It'll also make up for the 3DS version being a very bare bones Smash as well, because people wanted a Smash game on the go. Sakurai wanted to make one for the longest time, and when he did, it was pretty much just a good way to play multiplayer with friends, and that was about it. This one, you'll still be able to take on the go and have a lot to do, even when you're by yourself.
Yeah.
Which, for the most part, you will be when you're playing a portable system. You won't have opportunities to play multiplayer all the time in a portable outcome.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone I ever meet up with to play a game on a handheld anymore.
I think I played Smash Run a grand total of, like, I can count all the times I played Smash Run on one hand.
Yeah,
That's
same.
how bad it is. Like, I like, it
Well,
was
the
a
Smash
cool
Run
mode.
is a really good mode, but the problem was it was just on that 3DS, and I didn't really like playing that one as much because of the controls. Cramped your hand after a bit. That and the
Cramped your
circle
hand?
pad, I did not like the circle pad for a fighting game. It's a little too slippery. Ah, crap.
The 3DS was good for RPGs and stuff. It wasn't really good for a fighting game and stuff
Yeah,
like that. That's-
it's good for, you know, like games you play in short spurts, which sure a fighting game is, but also in a way where you don't have to strain your hands and move very fast, and it works for those kind of things. But Smash was not one of those. Although in anticipation for Smash, I mean, how much more I've been playing Splatoon 2 again. I set back up my second dock in the bedroom. I had that out in the living room for a while so we could play party games like Mario Party, but now I put it back in there so I can play games late at night if I need to, or want to.
Yeah, hopefully, we'll have a second dock here soon.
Yeah. I mean, I have a third one, but it has a potential of frying the Switch thanks to the third-party issue, so I'm not going to ever touch that. It will only be used to add in a normal USB port to my system in portable mode. That's about it. Because it's still useful for that. Just don't plug in a power cord and an HDMI. Oh, this is another Piantissimo? I think it is. Yeah, there's two tracks.
Piantissimo.
Here we go. The imposter
The
is
Running
back.
Man.
We meet
Yeah,
again! And now, we will race to that flag. As per usual, I will choose the lanes. I'll take this one, you can take that one. Are you at the ready? Then go!
Then go!
Poof. Yeah, put me in the lane that has waiting, thanks. Is it just a straight line? Oh yeah, put fire here and I only have flood. This guy's a jerk. That's why I want the real Piantissimo here. Not this imposter.
I want the Running Man. I want the Running Man.
I thought you were almost gonna say I want to do the Running Man. It's like, alright, fine, just go ahead and dance, but it's not gonna affect the race. Well, that was close. I didn't mean to grab the star, and I somehow grabbed the other ledge and saved myself. That's convenient. That's not, though. This section's really tough time. trying to see when we spawn in, is there like a blue coin over here? Because if there is, I'll backtrack over to the section when we're done with the race. But if there's not, then what's the point?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happened in the first race. I think that was a mission like right after the watermelon kicking one. After you had the leave on Thursday, so you only missed like maybe 2 or 3 levels. But one of them had Piantissimo. Okay, that was bad. I'm trying to see the blocks up ahead, so I had to make a worse camera angle. And I can just fall through the tree because of that. Fun.
Piantissimo! I want the real one.
What? I got crushed! I got crushed in, like, what, a foot worth of gap between the rotating platform and the block? I was dead anyways, but how did that crush me? That was weird.
Oh, you're fighting the boss.
Impa has fled. No! I was just going to fight this thing. Dang it. Impa!
There we go. What
Stop
level
getting
you on?
hurt. The Valley of Seers, the very first one that you do.
Oh, okay.
And then I just got to the
like
boss
4
where
levels
the
in?
manhandler
Yeah.
came by, so.
Yeah, I think I remember having the Impa issue a lot more in the Wii U version because, you know, you couldn't control the character, so I didn't really have much of a chance to get Impa away and keep her protected.
I need to go and probably play as her, because...
Yeah. You can technically, like, pause the game and look at the stats, and you can see the character health without ever changing, so that's convenient. I just forget that's a thing half the time, so it doesn't really help. Oh, I see the blue coin. Okay. But I don't like this mess, though. No, you don't! He beat me. Well, I'm not talking to you, buddy. I'm just gonna go over here and die. Okay, no, I was trying to grab the blue coin and then die. He's quick, though. And that's a problem when I'm waiting with a lot of death cycles over here on the left side, so I gotta move.
You gotta move fast.
Too fast. Already died.
You gotta be Sonic?
Yeah.
It's in the username, so a lot of people just assume I'm a Sonic guy. Like, not really.
I play more than Sonic.
Is it funny that with the username having Sonic the Hedgehog in it, in a way, I played a lot less Sonic over the years.
Yeah.
More Nintendo than Sonic.
Not that you don't play Sonic, though.
Oh, I do. That's for sure. But it's not just that.
Yeah.
Which I know some people actually think at times, like, nah. You can go back and change your username. That's what you do. You get rid of Sonic.
Would you change your name if you
I don't know
had
what I
to?
would. That's the thing. Like, now I would definitely probably say no, because it's kind of a iconic thing. I've had plenty of chances to change it over the years, but it kind of just sticks now, so I wouldn't. I don't know what I would actually use my name for. Maybe use more of like my real name in a way. Kind of like how you do with your username.
Yeah.
Like, it would probably be like, it would date itself when Let's Plays are dead, but we'd call it Less Plays or something like that.
Yeah.
Like LES Plays instead, and then everyone would just get the pun.
No. It still died. Damn it. Well, that's why we changed our co-op name to something else,
There we
because
go.
we used an acronym.
Oh,
Oh my
I got the good
gosh,
timing. I got the good timing. Yeah. Oh, thank God. You beat me again. Must have chosen the wrong lane. Yeah, go over there where the fire is. It was fun.
I got hit by spikes, and I
Well,
survived.
here's your prize for first place. You deserve it after almost dying there. Those aren't insta-death spikes, but they do, like, what, 3 points of damage
6
every
points.
frame or something like that? So, there is a very slim chance of you surviving, and your chance depends on how late you jump. I jumped over to the spikes late, so right before we can do the final hit, they retracted. That's so rare, but whenever it happens, I love it. Oh. I see how this is. Well, let's just
Yeah.
restart. Nice start. Bonks on sand. Should probably like turn a little more to the right before I hit the switch and then do the slide out of here. So I want to go with that tree. What just happened? I got a jump, but I couldn't do anything out of it.
What the heck?
That was weird. I think I got caught on the edge of the sand. That's probably what happened. Nope. And then, you know, spikes happen.
Manhandler temporarily retreated. Freaking manhandler.
Oh, that just for 1 coin. That's kind of insane. Oh, how did I not? Okay. I thought I was high enough to grab the ledge. So I can't use speed strats there and just do a good
Can't
slide.
use speed strats. I can't do my speed strats, man.
I can't speedrun the video game.
I can't PB my this.
They patched my video game from 1998. Oh, I see that cataquack over there.
Freaking catapult.
I still get burned even though the fire doesn't exist. Nice.
I don't know, whenever he gets burned, when Mario gets burned in this game, it always makes me laugh because he goes, Mama!
Yeah, it's just the screaming mama.
always laugh at it.
Where's the final red coin? Is it in the tree? Because that's the only other place I couldn't check. I'm gonna have to assume it's in the tree.
There he is. There's Manhandler.
Appreciate those checkpoints now when you're playing Hyrule Warriors, because if you play on any other difficulty above normal, they're gone. And those are long missions. Like, I get why they did that, because the extra difficulty thing, but oh, that's not difficulty at that point. That's an annoyance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was right. It's in the tree.
There we go. Defeated Manhandler. You've
Oh,
utterly
crap.
defeated. Is this the part where it converges the timeline?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god. This is not gonna end well after this cutscene's over.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Okay, I saved it. Okay, maybe not. Cataquack, stop.
Stop, Cataquack!
Okay, good, I did save it. I thought it was gonna be in an endless loop. Wait a minute, actually, I just realized something. Did I not get the blue coin? I don't know. Did we get a blue coin? Let me see. I can't check! I can't check! The game doesn't load the shine counter.
Oh no.
No, I didn't. I'm glad I hit continue then. I gotta go back. Because there's no level selector, at least from what I can see. So I'm not saving until I have the coin in each level. The heck's the coin then? I was so focused on getting all the red coins, I wasn't paying attention to blue at all.
Death Skylaw. Death Mountain. And Twilight Realm.
Kinda weird, right?
Yeah. Hear my voice. My favorite games are Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, and Ocarina of Time. Please come, make them come and be one.
Oh, I think I get it. Has to be the Cataquack. You must have the coin. Nope, just a yellow. Okay, well, now I got all the red, so I can take my time to explore.
Oh, shoot, man.
Can't destroy those watermelons because I need to ground pound them, and that's not happening. Gotta be careful how much water I use too, because there's no refill in this level.
Don't need to be wasting water.
Gotta stay hydrated.
That reminds me of the levels where you have to not use as much ink in Splatoon.
Yeah. Oh.
No!
Well,
Oh,
doesn't
no.
really matter because I have to still redo the level for the coin. Yeah, I was a little too close. Life kind of flashed from my eyes there.
Oh gosh.
Spin. There you go.
I need oh no! You slid around.
Yeah, I had almost enough speed to get back to where I came from, but holy crap, did that screw me over. Nah, I was too early. I like it sometimes when you die, Mario just goes, the horror.
The horror!
It's like the only game he ever says something like that. And it makes sense when you die from spikes, because it is kind of maiming Mario.
Alright, I'll be right back, Lester.
Alright. I guess while we hunt, how's everyone's week been, chat? You have it a right week? Oh god! That height, why? Why does that happen? Mario's just shaking his head while dying. Like, I don't understand.
He's disappointed.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, it's my week. Oh, shut up. Have you seen what I'm going through?
Why? Don't get sick.
Excuse me, how'd the Cacquac not get stunned that time? That is weird. Last time I sprayed him water, he went down. This time, he's like, I'm just gonna shake it off.
What the heck?
This guy doesn't make any sense. Let me actually go over with the shinies real quick. I see you. Hi. How you doing? Kind of hidden down there. There we go. Got it. Let's get out of here. Of course, it's at the very end of the level. Very well hidden because no one would pull their camera back normally to take a look. Alright, 3 more levels left. And this one's a doozy. Holy crap. This one's probably a 100 coin level. But the size of this, if it's not 100 coins, I'd be surprised. Yep, 100 coins. Really, you couldn't break all 4 at once? Fine. Go back up and smash more watermelons. This camera in here, though, kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. Can barely see what I'm doing. An M on the wall? That's the first time I've seen that. Oh, found the blue coin already then, if that's the case. Surprised. I didn't know they were gonna do M on the walls in this mod. Oh, crap. Why did I think I could make that? At least it was early, but still, I don't want to die when the 100 coins are kind of tedious to get. Maybe we couldn't just change the music for this level a bit and have it be the inside of the hotel instead of just the beach theme the entire time. I guess that's the only downside I would have to the mod, is the music is all going to be from the game, but it loops per world. So you'll hear it in 8 different levels.
That's kind of weird.
At that point, if you don't really care for it, just play this with a cheat code called no music on, and just play background music. Oh, God! I didn't know the spikes are coming back up. I thought I had more time than that, but I did not. Oh, no. Get me back here. Okay, good.
You almost missed it.
Yeah, I almost had this block push me down under. Like this.
Stop that!
These things are so finicky. If there was a rocket nozzle in this level, I'm going to be happy because then I can just cheese it. We've only seen the other nozzles a handful of times in this one, too. Of course, there was that one time we seen it, and we were there for like half an hour in that one level because it was kind of precise, and it sucked for the blue coin.
Yeah.
So, in a sense, maybe I'm glad we didn't see other nozzles like the turbo. Turbo's rarely used here, but it's only really good for speed, so I'm not too surprised. Okay, what watermelon am I going to break out of these 4? Let's find out. The back one it is. Yeah, that makes sense. My foot was more on the front one. Okay, that was all the coins. I don't need to worry about the blue one again, so I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, because I still have it. I kind of want to try this tree again. There is a way I could probably make it, and I think they want me to get up here regardless for coins, so I'm going to want to try it. Oh, there we go. That was way easier. There we go. And then I'll just do this to get the air coins. Beautiful. Just gotta get me some speed. Oh, let me get a refill. I'm thirsty. Excuse me. Where's the refill point? Above? That's weird. I'm standing around the water. I gotta jump above to actually get in the flood. That is bizarre.
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't think that point was that well designed. Well, good news is there's only 3 more levels left, so we have our silver lining. Oh, God. Ah, crap. Now what happened? I'm dead. Yeah. Because it's either I fall or I die from the spikes, so I was pretty much dead. It is clever to see these spike platforms in this level, though, just because you rarely see these in general. There's only one level in the game. Of course, it's the hardest one, but still. These things are a nightmare in Hoverless.
Mamma mia.
I should probably do a Hoverless playthrough one day. And afterwards I can cry. Because it'll be so hard.
I was gonna say, it'd be interesting. I want you to cry.
Yeah. It'd be very interesting, but at the end, I'd be dead. Multiple times. Not as much as Tropical Freeze, but there's still be a lot of death. Nothing will ever be Tropical Freeze.
But you did it.
Except probably Donkey Kong Country Returns. That's probably the only one that would actually beat it, probably in death count. I think it has a hard mode. I think so. I haven't played that in years, so I'm trying to remember if it does. Wait, no, it does. Yeah, now I remember. It actually does, but I never really bothered with it because the Wii controls already made it hard enough in some areas. So let's just slap that extra difficulty on there of 1 health. I thought that was just too much. Now, if I ever attempted Returns, I would have to use the Wii version, unfortunately, because I don't have any way to capture the 3DS. But I would use a cheat code to disable the waggle. I won't deal with the waggle. Because luckily there are some cheat codes people have made that allow you to use a classic controller with the Wii version. And that's a godsend. It's my only complaint about the Wii version of Returns. It's just the waggle control doesn't help in a lot of areas, but you need to be precise. Because unfortunately that game had the same issues a lot of other Wii games did, and let's just shove in motion controls and things that don't need it. That's the only problem that game had control-wise. Alright, that's halfway there. Good. Really? Missed that? There we go. Not as worried of falling off the star because of how good the hover is to get me back. The other things, though, that's a different story. Like these sand blocks, I don't want to fall off these sand blocks. Although the more I'm climbing this level, the more it reminds me of one of like the Time Rift levels from Hat in Time, because it's kind of structured in the same way. Not surprising, since those levels are kind of homage to the secret levels in Mario Sunshine, which this mod is built around like pretty much every level as a secret level. So much meta. Oh god, how did I get an infinite loop? I was nowhere near the fire.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
I hate it when that happens. The fire hitbox is really jank. Again, you always see those platforms, the spike ones and the fire ones, in one level in the game. And when you see them, you're not there for that long. Depending on how well you play, obviously, but if you don't die at all in that section of Corona Mountain, you see these kind of platforms for a total of like 2 minutes, at the most. Here I'm seeing them a lot more because they're putting more levels. Although I will say, for all the 3D Marios, Corona Mountain is probably the hardest final level. Not counting the bonus extra levels, like mandatory final level to beat the final boss. It's probably the hardest one. Because obviously things like Champions Row from 3D World or like the Perfect Run from Galaxy 2 obviously beats Corona Mountain. Although I was surprised when I played Odyssey, because the darker side is the ultimate level in that one, but it honestly kind of felt like one of the easier ultimate levels in a Mario game. Maybe it's because of just how hard the other ones were. Just kind of got used to it if you played all the 3D Marios over the years. So darker side felt hard, but not impossible. And there were actual checkpoints in some areas, so that also helped.
I keep forgetting that every November, Peanut Butter Gamer does Zelda month.
Yeah, that's like he's working through some Zelda things now. I think he's doing Wind Waker Randomizer on his Let's Play channel. He's streaming the 3DS version of Majora's Mask.
Yeah, he just uploaded a new Majora's Mask.
And I think I seen Boundary Break teamed up with him to do a episode about, I think it was Spirit Tracks on the DS. So there's a lot of Zelda going on. Yeah, I think that just went up, I think today, on Boundary Break channel.
Wow.
Like, those are fun watches every once in a while, just to see what's out there in a game.
You know, he's been doing Zelda month for years now. I figured he'd get tired of it eventually.
I mean, that's why he skipped it last year, because there was a lot of Mario-related games coming out. He wanted to look at those instead, and he wanted to give Zelda month a break for a bit, which, that was a good idea. It's good to take a break every once in a while from that kind of stuff. It will just kind of get old, and you run out of ideas. You need a moment to recuperate and to think of new stuff. I mean, besides practicing for upcoming playthroughs, that's also why there's always a gap in between Let's Plays on YouTube as well, because I need time to think of the next game and not to have burnout.
Yeah, I noticed that one guy that follows you on Twitter was asking what your next Let's Play is going to be.
That spike hitbox was nowhere near the spikes. Yeah, like, I responded back to the comment pretty much saying I'm not really sure yet. I have some games in mind. I mean, I normally don't really say it even if I have an idea, only just because I like to keep the surprise. Just see in your sub box one day, it's like, oh hey, he's doing that. Sweet. Because I do have ideas, and I am working through some of them now, but I also gotta practice some things too. Hey Chris, how you doing? I like how you typed in the someone will die spoiler as soon as I die too. Nice going. The timer.
Hi, Chris.
Oh, I finally made that cycle. It's like the first time I made that early cycle. I didn't think it would be possible. Thank you. That saved me like, what, 20 seconds? You wait there a long time. How you doing? I'm doing alright. How you doing, Amber? Doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
That's good.
After this week, I needed to have a kind of a break day, and that's what I've been doing today, is just kind of taking it easy.
Yeah, that was kind of my day in a sense as well. Been super busy. I just kind of took most of the day to play Spider-Man. Just kind of do a lot of side quests. At this point, I'm like 75% way there, and I started on 69, which was nice.
I mean, this week has been blah. I had an uncle that had surgery yesterday, so I was worried about him. I was like, oh my god, anything else this week?
Yeah. I know that feeling. Sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's okay. He came through good. He's doing better than when he was, so I'm glad about that.
Yeah, that's good to hear. What's happened to me? Well, not much. I mean, we're almost done with this mod, actually, which is kind of insane. It was longer than I expected, but also we're doing alright tonight. I'm happy with how this is turning out so far. I'm really liking it. On the YouTube side, I just finished Super Mario 64. So if you guys want to binge to watch a Let's Play, well, there it is. It's done. Finished yesterday. A little behind the scenes for that one. That was recorded in March. That just kind of shows how much of a backlog I had. I definitely have another playthrough that's kind of built up like that. Recorded in like May. I just hadn't had time to really work on the videos up until now.
At least you're ahead a little bit.
In a sense, yeah, because I have the full playthrough recorded, so all I gotta do is just put the videos together, and that makes things easy.
I gotta get back to recording Phoenix.
Yeah.
I've been on this LP for over 2 years.
Yeah. It's like, it's been fun, but I need to get out of this game.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the game, but I'm like, I want to move on and play something else now.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
I never should have started Phoenix right when I did.
Yeah, I can understand that, because I think you started at a time where you're still busy with a lot of other stuff, too.
Well, not only that, but you know how life goes.
Is that a Chuckster? I'm kind of confused about this dude randomly in the middle of like 4 fire pits. It's hard to have a conversation when I have random things like this here. So I apologize in advance, but I'm very confused.
It's okay.
Fire, fire, welcome to Fire Island. Really? He just tells you this island's on fire?
Like you couldn't see that.
Yeah, seriously. Like, hey, this island's full of fire. You don't say.
What's this orange flame? Let me touch it. Ow, that's hot. Yeah, that guy's kind of doomed if he's just going to stand up there next to the fire.
I mean, if it wasn't for being burned alive, he tries to move. It's all the smoke all the smoke he's gonna inherit in his lungs.
Captain Obvious, yeah.
Pretty much. Oh god, oh god. That's why I'm glad I have hover. Those rotating blocks are already glitchy enough, but when they're quick, oh man, they're a pain. Alright, there's like 4 coins on that tree, and I don't really care. This is gonna get me to the shine, and there's enough coins here. Excuse me? This thing's spike hitbox, I swear, is bigger than the platform. There, safe. All I gotta do is just grab the shine and leave. I got the blue coin, right? I gotta just make sure after all that crap. Yes, I did. Okay. Swag. I would have hated, though, if I dove off the edge. That has happened to me before in Secrets. But in a 100 coin mission, I don't want that to happen. That wouldn't just be embarrassing. That would be really painful. Oh, hey, the flipping platforms. 47 levels in, we now just see these? I'm kind of surprised. Oh, there go all my coins. Like these, I would just think maybe would be earlier on because of how difficult these can be on their own.
Lester, this thought just came to me. I know your next Let's Play we can do. Let's play Dead Rising 3 on Microsoft and have the servers crap out on us.
No, the first episode will us be just trying to connect.
Yeah.
And it'll be an hour long.
Is it connected yet? No. Okay.
Ah! I fell in between those two and hit the side. I shouldn't have ground pounded. I should have just let my dive go. Oops. Yeah, I think Chris, you got it right. Episode 2 and 3 would just be us crashing every 5 minutes, so there'd be a lot of cuts.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't even be an episode.
No, at that point, I would just cut it, so it would just sound awkward. So, like, every 5 minutes, there'd just be a random jump cut, and the commentary would also cut as well. So we just randomly jumping around in conversation. And it'll just start with game crashed, game crashed, game crashed.
I know the title of the episode.
Yeah, and that would just be the title of all of them. I wouldn't mind doing another co-op playthrough at one point in all seriousness. We just have to think of a game. That's always the hard part.
No more Zelda now because you cheat.
Oh, you don't want to do a Ocarina Multi-World and give me hover boots while I'm in the middle of the air and then die like this?
No, I don't. And you deserve that, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know what game we could play though, because a lot of the multiplayer stuff that we have played is copyrighted on YouTube. So
I mean, stuff like Resident Evil is like one of the only examples I can really think of. Because yeah, the Dead Risings are kind of safe, but any kind of co-op open world game always has copyrighted music all over the place.
Saints
so
Row!
That just doesn't work. Yeah, Saints Row is the worst about that.
Not only that, we've been having issues just trying to play 2.
Yeah,
so.
well, I was gonna say, if we play any of them, it's not 2. It'd be 3 or 4.
Red Dead Redemption?
I haven't even played much of that. I've only played up to like the part where you get to Mexico, which I think is like a third of the way through the game. So, I mean, if that would ever happen, that would not be for a very long time.
I know Matt wants to do the bonus stuff with us for his Let's Play and finish that off eventually, so...
Yeah, which I know will probably be the earliest you guys may see any Red Dead stuff from me, just for that reason.
I don't know when he wants to do that, though, because he still hasn't fixed his PS3 since he got it back, and I'm scared he's not going to do it before the server shut down, so...
Yeah, well, I mean, at that point, don't feel as guilty to hack. If a server ever shuts down for a console, I never really care if I got them on it. Because the stuff's gone. Can't really get it officially anymore.
Yeah.
So I want to get the stuff I paid for. Even if it means I'm technically getting them in a way I didn't pay for them.
Resident Evil 6, we could.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd always be up
supposed
for
to do that game with Phantom Light, but I could do it twice because I like that game so much.
Yeah. That's something I always thought about too. Just for that reason. Although
That or 5, one of the two.
I always kind of thought of like a weird way to do it. It would be painful, but it's kind of how you and Steve tried to record that one time, where we both record our ends, but I tried to slap them together in the same feed. The only problem with doing that is just latency online. No matter how good someone's connection is, there is still going to be some latency between the clips. So some things will just definitely be off sync.
You're coming up with good ideas, though, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, this does help.
Making
That's for sure. Because I already have some ideas for my own stuff on YouTube. In fact, I have a project I want to do coming up soon that does have some multiplayer content to it. I just have to... Well, one, I have to think of the people to have join it, because it'll be multiples. And two, I gotta really just see if it's possible. Yeah, I mean, you already know at that point. But
I'd be up to helping you on that, too, by the way.
I just... It's more or less complicated for some of the later stuff. And hey, welcome back.
What is he talking about?
No, not
We were trying to think of a game we could record together again soon, since we did Majora's Mask a long time ago.
Come on. Hey.
And Chris has been giving us ideas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How about Kingdom Hearts? Well, the problem is with doing a Let's Play of that on YouTube, it's copyright all over the place. You can't really do that without getting a copyright strike, unfortunately. And I don't know if I would be returning that series anytime soon. I have so many other things to play. I don't see that happening for a while.
Lester, I wanted to tell you something that happened. I just saw on YouTube. Just found out that I guess Fist Bump is going to be in the next in Smash Brothers.
Interesting.
So I didn't know if you cared about that or not.
I think that's the thing.
Lester's like, I have nothing to say on that.
You wouldn't think it's like, I guess Sonic
One
Forces
more last-ditch effort for Forces.
So, I mean, Sonic Forces was just so mad at people. I was surprised they even bothered.
Yeah,
you know?
myself included. Like, it wasn't bad. It's just it was extremely underwhelming. It barely had any content, unfortunately.
Oh, I mean, like super duper bad thing. That is though.
Again, he deserves that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, no, the thing I'm talking about more or less, Chris, a lot of Kingdom Hearts videos can exist on YouTube, but you can't have, like, a Let's Play of it. A lot of people tried Let's Playing in the past, and the music gets copyrighted immediately. There's a lot of, like, news videos and, like, compilation stuff you can easily get away with, because you can just mute the music, or put in your own stuff. So it's a lot easier to get around that there. Oh, guess who the first DLC character for Smash? Well, besides the obvious Piranha Plant, I'd say, because they already confirmed that's the first piece of DLC.
I don't know who's going to be the first one. There's speculation on the scene, and crap.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Squaresoft character.
I know who's going to be. It's Zachary himself. He put himself.
Zachary put himself in
Never ask me for anything again.
Never ask
Otherwise,
for
I
me
will beat you up.
I'll beat the crap out of you.
No, I'm joking.
Um,
That would be the shit, though.
I mean, he does own the property, so why not?
I'll put myself in my own game.
Why not?
there's a...
Alright, final level, let's go.
What would you mean?
The speculation scene says that there's going to be a Square Enix character as one of the DLCs, and the first one to be precise. So, my
Sora.
guess, I would say Sora.
If they did something like that, yeah, probably be him.
I think that one's gonna be the one that makes the most money. A lot of people are like, well, what about Geno? I'm just like, Geno made sense for a base roster. Not so much DLC when other companies want to make money.
It's gonna be Donald Trump. Oh
Yeah,
God.
there you go. Instead of it being a character everyone knows, it's just gonna be a president.
It's gonna be a president.
Just to screw with the fan base.
What's gonna be his move? Just build a wall around himself?
No, that's the final smash. And then he instantly wins because no one can break the wall.
That would be funny to see.
But I'd have to, if I had to guess, I guess Sora. I want Rex in myself. Now that Isaac's kind of out of the running right now, so
He still might be though.
I mean, you never know. I think he has a way better possibility than Sora only because of maybe Nintendo not wanting too many third parties and Square especially being one of the harder ones to work with. They would
That's the
probably have
thing,
someone else like
Marty's
Rayman
his
or like
trophy.
right away.
And that's the thing is like he's assist trophy. I guess it's not hard that if they make an assist trophy a DLC character. I guess it wouldn't be weird because I guess people are just saying, well, Chrom is still part of Robin's Final Smash and in Victory Screen. So, yeah. I think
they can always update the game to take them out as an assist if they're just going to add them in because we have that luxury in today's age. So that could always be a possibility too. No matter if it would actually happen or not, it's technically something they could do.
I guess in a sense the best way I'm putting it is I'm not gonna put my hopes up. I want them in, but in the same sense I don't want to be burned by it again. That makes sense. Because like I said, I put my hopes up at the beginning of the stream. I said I put my hopes up that Isaac was gonna be DLC in the last game, and he wasn't even an assist trophy in the last game.
Yeah.
And then that didn't happen, and then he wasn't in the freaking game at all. At least I can say now, I'm like, well, at least he's in the game.
Holy crap, this is a long level. I just noticed that. Holy crap. This is definitely the final level. Well, time to go blue coin hunting.
Isaac and Black Knight could have been characters. Yeah, they could have been. I don't know about Black Knight, though. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, Black Knight could have been in it. I was like, he's in heavy armor. I guess he could have been an eye clone with a different up B, but
yeah,
I don't like myself. It's just like he's too. Like I know we've had heavy characters with Bowser being as heavy and like stomp, and I guess Black Knight could have done it too. But I'm just like I don't know. Heavy armor, can he jump? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I wouldn't have seen it just because of that. I would have seen like maybe in a way almost a similar moveset for Ike just to get him in. I don't think it would have worked as well.
Even Ike Echo Fighter or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe have him Echo, but I don't think he would have had enough of similar moves to make him Echo. So yeah, it's just one of those weird situations at that point.
He would have been a walking tank of destruction. Yeah, he would have been. I think personally, I think assist trophy worked perfectly for Black Knight. Well, that's just me.
Whoa, look at that juice meter. Holy
What
crap, I just
happened?
have his intestines.
Wait, what?
It doesn't have the word juice on screen or the blue border. It's just Yoshi's stomach. It's because you're supposed to have F.L.U.D. whenever you ride a Yoshi, but obviously that's not happening right now because I don't have F.L.U.D.
Yeah.
You're never supposed to have this kind of outcome, but this mod lets you do anything.
By the way, Lester, what happened with your speed boost in Spider-Man all of a sudden?
I want to know the same thing. I want to know how that happened. I heard the game was glitchy, but I never heard of speed tech. There you go. Now Yoshi can say juice. I don't even know if I even need Yoshi for the rest of this, but just to make things easier, I'm gonna keep him. Yeah, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, you can check my Twitter. I posted it yesterday, I believe, of a video clip of me playing the new Spider-Man game, and just all of a sudden, I run off a wall, and I get this huge speed boost. It's almost like that new speed glitch I was found in Breath of the Wild, where I can zip through half the map. The game had to pause to load.
That was funny.
Yeah, like Spider Flash is probably the best way to describe that.
Spider Flash, boosting on through with Spider Flash.
I tried to replicate it, and I have not been able to do it at all. So I have no idea how that happened. I want to know.
You just got a random glitch.
I want to know, because honestly, that'd be a great way to travel.
Well, I can definitely tell you're enjoying the game, though.
I mean, it's fun. It reminds me of why I like Spider-Man as an open world game. Because it does so many things right on the open world boxes.
Like a lot of people didn't like Prototype too much whenever that came out, but I remember when I was playing Prototype, I had the same kind of feeling with like I saw with Spider-Man footage, where you get this ability, you can climb buildings, all this other stuff, and then just like fly around, stuff like that. That's kind of cool for open world, my opinion.
And that's also why I like Saints Row 4, I think, a lot. I still think it's probably my favorite one in the series, just because it's not really a Saints Row at that point. It's like a superhero open world game. And just traversal is just a lot of fun. Any kind of games where I can have a really good traversal setup is good in my book. That and the costumes.
Traversing in the game is fun. When you're traversing is fun. That I think you did open world just fine.
Yeah, exactly. I have like a lot of the best like movement upgrades already bought in Spider-Man PS4, so I can pretty much go as fast as I want in that game, and it really helps. Oh, you can't eat bloopers. I never knew that. Yoshi's tongue just goes straight through. You can't even use Yoshi's juices when you don't have FL.U.D.
What the heck?
Yeah, you can definitely tell the devs never intended you to get Yoshi without a FL.U.D. I'm pressing R. And nothing.
Yoshi's like, I don't have juice in my stomach.
I can't spit.
I can't regurgitate my juice.
That is so weird. There we go. Oh, we just gotta take this slow because these are small blocks.
I need to finish Skyward Sword. I got like started on it and I finished the second dungeon. I got to the Lanayru Desert. That's as far as
I might be able to keep Yoshi.
That was right before we left to go.
Never mind. Rip Yoshi. Sorry. Cops are back.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is bad.
This is bad.
I didn't know the cops come back. Too bad. You made it all that way just to get busted. I found Mario's stash of Bowsette fan art. They were disgusted.
Oh Lordy.
God.
Just like anyone should be. Yeah, the police in this game are pretty much chucksters, so they just throw you as far as they can. Just another reminder why the chucksters are some of the worst enemies in the whole game.
Of course, it's Zelda Monk.
I need to watch his videos. He's doing Wind Waker randomizer.
Yeah, he's doing Wind Waker randomizer. Like I said, it's a Zelda Monk, so.
There we go. Would you have any interest in doing one of those, out of curiosity? Because you play Wind Waker a lot. Yeah.
I mean, you have to show me how to set it up.
Oh, of course.
I mean, yeah,
but
I would like to. do I need to know like super duper speedrunning tactics?
Oh no, I mean obviously it helps, but it doesn't need. You don't need to know any of that stuff to beat the game at all. There's logic built, like it's basically your first kind of playthrough.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want.
That's the only thing I like.
I
really
still
worried
need to play
about.
one as well. Heck, at that point, we might just do it as a co-op if you even wanted to. We just kind of
I mean, yeah,
get
that'd
through
be
it a
fine
little
with me.
easier and quicker. And you can play it on console too if you want. All you gotta do is just play it on a modded Wii, which is easy enough
I
to
don't
do.
have a mod.
Well, I think you do, Amber, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so you just play off hers.
I can
Otherwise,
easily
you play it off
mod too.
of Dolphin, which I don't think you'd prefer emulator at that point.
I mean, if it comes down to it, I'll have that. I mean,
Yeah.
what good is a Wii nowadays? I have to say,
Yeah.
if you don't mod it, you know.
It's easy to mod.
Oh yeah, it's one of the easiest systems to mod actually, which is insane to think about. But then the Wii Mini is the impossible system to mod, so it kind of went 180. To be fair, who has a Wii Mini? I mean, come on. That thing's a waste. That thing was a waste of a console. I did watch a video on it earlier today, and the guy made some good points, pretty much meaning like it was more or less designed as a system just to be a very cheap Wii, just for entry-level owners, and it did its job for that. But nowadays, it's very limiting with the composite-only out. It'll just look like garbage, especially when you can easily get a Wii component cable for like less than $10, or you just get a Wii U and use the HD output. Chris, you gotta be more specific on that. Do you see Sonic the Hedgehog? What about it?
Which one are you talking?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, which Sonic? He has, like, multiple entries. Oh, God! You know, now thinking about it, why do we need Yoshi? I don't really see much in terms of the level design where you need him. I can see the hovering making it a little bit easier, but not required. Or at least because I know how to do the spin jump, long dash, whatever the heck this thing is called. This move.
This
Well,
move.
Die boy.
There you go. I know how to do the dive boy. I don't really see a use for Yoshi.
Are you talking about the assist trophies? You mean Shadow the Hedgehog?
I mean, that would make more sense because of that. Yeah, because I know he's an assist.
A lot of people were salty about that.
Is it weird though when they first showed the Black Knight assist trophy? I didn't really get a good look at the character at first. And I thought, wait, Black Knight from Sonic the Hedgehog, and then it's from
No,
Fire
Fire
Emblem. It's like, ah, Fire Emblem. That actually makes sense. Why would we be referencing this? Sega doesn't even reference the storybooks anymore.
No. They stopped after Sonic. Yeah, they stopped
Yeah.
after that.
After how badly that got reviewed and sold, they're just like, all right, well, this was a series of 2.
Which, you know, I like Sonic and Black Knight. I thought it was a good
I think
game.
it's the better game compared to Secret Rings. It got a worse critical score, but honestly, I think the fan base sees it as the better game because it doesn't control like crap. It still doesn't
No.
control that good, but it's way better than Secret Rings.
It's not even... It doesn't even control bad. It's like... It's a well-designed, like, motion control game, in my honest opinion.
Yeah.
Like, they fixed up the formula that they were trying to do.
Yeah, well, especially adding the nunchuck in it so you can actually use a joystick to move. I think that was the best addition.
Do. There's enemies in my base? What the fuck? How'd that happen?
Get him out of there.
Be the exterminator.
Get out of my base! Oh gosh.
Ah! Thank Spiky. Or Pokey. It's a Spiky Pokey. Oh no! I was afraid of that happening once.
That's what you get for calling it the wrong name.
Yeah, exactly. That should have been Echo. Honestly, I can see why he's not, only just because of the moveset difference. Probably would have been a little too major, so Sakurai just decided to keep him as a assist.
I mean,
I would have liked to see that, but I can understand it.
The only difference is I think that they should have done for Shadow he was a prime candidate for Echo Fighter in my honest opinion. Like, the only difference is that they'd have to do is like change his up B to like Mewtwo's.
Something like that, yeah, I could have understood. But I already figured they won't do something like that because the Echo Fighters don't have any different moves. They just look different, but they don't have any unique moves.
Oh, I mean, Ken does. Ken has different moves than Ryu. And
I mean, they're all kind of the same. That's it. It's like, at that example, it's more or less changing like a homing attack to an energy beam, which are like night and day differences. While Ken's are more just beefed up moves at that point.
What are you talking about?
The specials are different. Like the final smash is different.
Shadow still have a homing attack?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying like I don't know how like what moves they replace for what, but that was just one example.
The only one that I was talking about, like instead of Shadow jumping on a spring for an up B, is like Mewtwo's teleport.
Oh, you mean
that
like
was
that?
all.
I thought you more or less meant
That's
like Mewtwo's like neutral B, where it just shoots an energy beam
up
out.
B, up B into his teleport. That was like the only thing that I could see like really need to change because Shadow jumping on a spring isn't really in his character. You know what I mean?
Oh God!
What the heck?
I have several questions. Question 1: how do I live?
And his the
Yep,
animation.
that's what I thought.
The
Like,
animation.
Like that's why I kind of figured I can understand why because of a lot more changes. I don't think Sakurai wanted to go down that route. So
he probably didn't
I
have
can
enough
get
time.
it.
I blame it on he didn't have enough to do it.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Because
this game only got
really-
announced and then released within like a 1-year gap, so he doesn't have that much time to put this all together.
When you really think about it, like I think about a lot of things. Like Echo Fighters were literally like the last thing that Sakurai probably fiddled around with, and we shouldn't be really upset that an Echo Fighter didn't win. You know what I mean? I'd be upset more of a newcomer not getting in.
Again,
Echo
that's
Fighters
why he
were
pretty much had to make
last.
that tweet of just saying, please don't demand for stuff now because it's done. Because people have been demanding, even for the minor things like Echoes. Like, guys, that's such a minor thing. Calm down.
Yeah.
Like, some guys just don't get it.
No. Like I said, the only thing for Shadow that I would have changed was his up B. Everything else, Sonic he shared with Sonic, so it was perfectly fine for him to have. Like, the only thing that was out of character was Sonic's up B being a spring jump. It'd make more sense for Shadow to teleport, because that's what he does. You know what I mean? And his animations, of course, he'd, be on his air shoes.
Yeah, because obviously that can be the same thing as running. If that makes sense. But like I said, I know that stuff's more complex to change. Like, that's why even mods for, like, Smash games, like Project M, for example, never did that, because it was just way too much work. And if they did do a swap, it was literally just palette swapping. So Shadow still ran with his feet.
And also just like, why do you think when Sonic Forces came out, they added a Shadow episode, and it didn't play any different than playing a Sonic?
Well, not just that, but after you got that DLC and you beat the levels, obviously, you can play as Shadow in those levels. Or at least the ones that modern Sonic only play through.
Yeah.
Because they are literally the same character.
It's literally the same thing. Shadow is literally Sonic, except a couple things.
Yeah, very minor changes. Although I always see, what's interesting, speaking of forces, I once in a while will see videos appear in my YouTube feed of saying like, here's a mod of Sonic Mania with Sonic Forces Classic. And like, why? Why would you change the physics to Forces Classic?
Yeah, why would you
That's the
change-
worst idea.
Yeah. I'm
It's like,
sorry.
let me
like,
just take this good mechanic and just make it worse. Have fun.
Sonic, like classic Sonic. I don't know what happened before. I love.
Oh,
I
he
like
controls
Forces.
like crap in
He
Forces.
controls like crap in Forces. I don't know what happened there. I don't know
Yeah.
why they didn't. I know. Classic Sonic was kind of hard to play as a generation sometimes.
But even then, he had more control than what Forces did, because with Forces, he was extremely slippery.
Yeah.
Like, that's the hard part I have about going back. Like, if I ever go back and play the game, I'm never playing the classic stages unless I have to. I'm always going to play the modern or the Avatar stages, but never classic, because he just does not control well at all. Like, I'll go back and play classic Sonic stages a lot in Generations, but in Forces, never.
Never. Bad. I'll go play Mania instead.
At that point, yeah. Speaking of which, I actually kind of forgot to install Sonic Mania on my PS4, and I had that physical copy for months. Just kind of put it in today. I was like, oh yeah, I had the disc. I should probably install that. Because if I'm ever playing, I'm usually playing it on my PC or maybe the Switch.
Or Switch. Yeah.
Because I don't have the DLC on the Switch, but I'll play it on the go.
I don't have a.
And that's it.
I don't
That's all
have
levels.
a physical copy of it yet. Oh, you beat it?
Yeah, just did. So what happens when you beat all the levels? Let's see. Is there any cutscene, or are you just done? Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Just a giant thank you.
You get
And
to
you
play
play
through the thing?
Yeah, you do. You completed the game. What a performance. And you got all 48 blue coins. Here, take my gear to celebrate. Okay, well, this is a missed opportunity, and I'm not wearing the jacket. Also, I'm sorry, guys, but the contrast now sucks. That's why I don't like using the shades, because it's just way too dark. And he just does the same thing again. And he just puts the sunglasses back on you. It's like, here, you're already wearing them, just take another pair.
You over there and you have to complete a level? Ah, what a
This
missed
is
opportunity.
Interesting, though.
Find out the next character in Smash.
Yeah, there you go. You somehow get that reward, which makes no sense, because this guy doesn't even know Sakurai. Oh, there's seagulls down there. I was wondering what was in the corner of the screen.
Woohoo!
There we go. Is there a blue coin here, though? I didn't see anything when we spawned.
You said
This could be like the one level where there isn't one, just because, like, yeah, you got them all, just take the shades, good enough. I'm gonna assume there isn't for that reason.
Woohoo! Nope.
Wait, I heard the shine. It was back here. Is it in the Y? Could be here. Somewhere. I thought I heard it before, but now I don't even see it. There is a shine here. There has to be. Otherwise, then I guess we're done. Could've swore I heard one, though. Could be my imagination, for all I know.
Ouch.
Oh, well, there's an extra life. Because you need those now. Also, now we have the Inside the Hotel music playing. Odd time to start playing this song. Yeah, I legit do not see a shine, so this may actually be it. I mean, if it is, I enjoyed my time with the mod.
Kind of, like, soft lock you in the game?
Well, in a sense, like, yeah, you're done. I don't know where else to put things. No credits, I forgot.
I forgot my credits. Oh, dearie me, I have dropped the credits. Where are they?
Oh, they're in my pants pocket. I mean, at that point, I just play the credits of normal Sunshine, so there wouldn't be anything new. I mean, I guess the final thoughts of the mod is it's good if you have access to it, with either if you have Dolphin installed on your computer or modded GameCube or Wii, go for it, play it. Like, it's good.
It's a good, fun little, like, this is a good little fun 2-streamer.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like this, this mod. It was fun to watch you play through. It's like, oh my god, the Chucksters, the police officers.
Yeah, I think that's probably the most interesting one. Just in terms of the idea, having Chucksters as police, always moving too, I think that's actually a really cool idea. In terms of ideas, that's probably one of my favorite levels. Can't really think of like actual favorite level when it comes to real design off the top of my head, because a lot of them actually are really well designed. Gold Coin is interesting, yeah, because it's almost like that one side quest in Breath of the Wild where you just touch the plants and you die. Kind of the same premise.
You know, it's funny, like, in most games, I like whenever they do this thing. Or don't do this thing and you're so used to picking up.
Oh, yeah. And then now it's an obstacle at that point. It's just a different way you have to play at that point. I'm surprised I actually lived. But yeah, like I said, if you have, you know, a GameCube emulator installed or a modded system that can play this, I recommend it. It's a good time. Good couple hours to play through.
So there is no shine at all.
I guess not. I thought I heard one earlier, but that might have been my imagination.
So what are you gonna do for the rest of this stream?
I'm thinking of some ideas. Probably just do something short, but I'm just gonna get one more good comb before I just stop. I mean, at that point, I don't know what else, because the next thing I want to do, which, just for heads up for the next gameplay, there's probably going to be a Link to the Past randomizer, and that's like a good session alone, but
yeah.
Now it'll probably be something like Splatoon or something like that.
Okay.
I'll just play some Ranked or Turf or something. Or League if you're up for that too. Like, I don't know, we'll figure it out.
Alright, let me finish this level one.
Well, obviously, yeah, I'm still hunting for a shine. Yeah, it probably doesn't exist. I'm glad, though, that I played the newest version of this. You know, right now it's 1.7, the one that would work on a console. Because I prefer to play whenever I can on the console, and this just felt natural to play on the Wii.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't matter. I could still play this game on the PC with a GameCube controller, but it just, I don't know, looks and plays better when it's on an actual console.
Yeah. Screw you, Dynafools.
Yeah, there is definitely no shine. No shine at all.
No shine,
that's
I wasted my time.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that was fun. Let me just put on my shades and be a hater. This is an interesting idea, though, for the final level, just to kind of screw around and play with, because this here is a thing they do in a lot of the newer 3D Mario games, too. They just bring out the word thank you. The one I can think of off the top of my head is 3D World. They do this all the time there. Alright, well, there you go. I just quit. So yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed my time with this. It was a good one.
I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Harken there. Yes. Found Harken there.
I'll play the intro one more time because I like this intro. Especially because it has Rolling Start as the theme. I don't know why he picked this one, but I'll take any Daytona USA music I can get. So yeah, it was a good time. If you type in !arcade in the chat, you'll get a link to the YouTube video, which is technically the one that's playing now. He just puts its intro in the game code. So this will actually tell you how to install this for yourself if you want to learn more about it. That's the most I'll go in depth here, because legal reasons. But I enjoyed my time, and I could definitely recommend people try this one out too. It was a fun time, and just a good way to challenge your Mario Sunshine platforming skills.
Because you couldn't get enough in the secret levels.
Yeah, pretty much.